Good morning. Can I ask you a question? I thought I could. How are you doing with the pandemic? I mean, as far as pandemics go, right? Yeah, it's been long. It went way longer than any of us thought, right? I mean, we heard those things way back when, that it might go this far, and I think we're all like, let's see this thing end. Yeah, I'm all for that. So what are some of the things you really dislike? Now, for me, some of them are first world kinds of things. So I like to work out, but you have to have a reservation to work out, at least at my main health club. And then I joined another health club because I started playing tennis indoors, which that's been a blessing. But the reservation at the health club thing, because now instead of going when I want to go, I go when I have to go, when I have a reservation. And one of them is usually on Sunday afternoon at 12:30. And so it's just kind of crazy because so now my office, after I preach on Sunday mornings, take care of a few things here, talk to people, they leave, and then I go and change into, because it can't change in my health club because the locker rooms were shut down. Or are they open this week? It's hard to remember. Or the showers are closed, you can't get a towel. Well, it depends which club you go to, and you got to remember all these things. And sometimes I get a little scattered. Can you tell? Yeah, I think I'm going to start taking some Prevagen or something like that. So it's just kind of a nuisance. And then, so I've got clothes that are hanging up in my office, and then I get the clothes into my car, and then they're hanging up in there, and then they kind of accumulate in there because I can't pull into my garage right now because my garage door opener isn't working. Well, it works, it goes like this, but halfway up it comes back down. There's something wrong with the eye. We finally gave in, and we're talking to we're going to have the guy come out and fix it. It'll be a miracle when that works tomorrow. So Monday morning, I realized that I'd left some books here because I was so worried about changing in my office and all these other things. How are you doing with the pandemic? You know, I just share that to say, for humor's sake, and it's first world kind of problem, but feel free to laugh at me. But I think all of us identify with just weird patterns, just strange things. Reservations at the health club. Got to be there at 12:30 because I got to be out of there by 1:30 because then they got to clean. So, how about some serious things? Like, what if you were dying? And a lot of people have died during the pandemic, and praying for all sorts of people right now. There is the really serious side to it. I was thinking about it. What if I knew I was dying? What if I was in the hospital? I was thinking about it. Who would I like to have come visit me? And it's not like I wouldn't want certain people to come, but I wouldn't want everybody to come. I mean, would you want everyone to come if you're dying in the hospital? Maybe a Zoom call with everybody or something, but you wouldn't necessarily want everybody there. How about your last meal? What would you have for your last meal? I remember being back in '79, being on a mission trip in Mexico, and we had a lot of fake mashed potatoes and probably a lot of Spam on that trip. And one night we're laying in our bunks and we start talking about food. And somebody's just like, oh, I'd like a hamburger. And then I just said, shrimp cocktail. And somebody else is like, oh man, that would be awesome. What do you want for a last meal? Who would you want at your last meal? Bob Goff makes the observation that at Jesus' Last Supper, he invites friends, only 12, but he included Judas. Wow. Would I include Judas at my last meal? The truth of the matter is, the reality is, I probably wouldn't. But love does. And that's Bob Goff's organization, Love Does. Jesus does invite Judas to the Last Supper. And I want to follow Jesus more and more, so that means loving people that no one else would expect me to. And I just want to give you that challenge today, to love someone today that no one would expect you to. God bless you. Have a great day.